Hey guys, so the next step is now creating the actual info screen that we want to show up. So we're going to hover over, choose a sprite, click on the paint, and we're going to call this info screen. So it's kind of up to you, kind of what you want it to be or how big you want it to be. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is, for my sake, I'm going to make a box for it. I'm going to position it exactly where I want. So probably around here is where I want it to show up. Maybe I'll make it just a little bit bigger. I can go ahead and pick the color that I want, and I can also change the shape of this. Again, everything is subject to change. You guys can add designs. You guys can make this a circle instead, or you guys could make your own shape by using the reshape tool. I'm going to add another box, or I can even, since I already have this, I'm just going to copy and paste. Make this a different color. And then make this a little bit smaller, just so that I have a little bit of a border. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to add another rectangle, and this time I'm going to change the color of it and add it a little bit small on the bottom corner, and just move it exactly where I want. I'm going to use the text tool, pick the font that I want, and change the color of it. And I'm going to type go back. Just so that the players can click this to go back to the main menu, essentially. And then inside of the actual box, I'm going to use my text tool and then give them actual directions. So I'm going to type in how to play. I'm going to go ahead and move this in the center. Okay. And again, you're adding details on how to play your game. So you're going to be adding how exactly do the players move. So for example, if you guys are using the original game, you'll just say use the arrow in order to move the player to aim, and then click in order to shoot. Or if you guys actually updated your game so that your player can actually move, then you'll tell them use the arrow keys to move and use the mouse to move and aim and shoot. So something like that. You want to tell them how to get score, so defeat enemies in order to get points for your score. And then how to avoid losing, so you will write something like avoid the enemies so that you don't lose. So those are the three main things you want to go ahead and add. So I'm not going to type this because I want you guys to word it exactly how you want to. So that part is kind of up to you. But the next step that we're going to go ahead and do is now code it. So the first thing we're going to do is when the green flag is clicked, we want to make sure that this is hidden. We also want to make sure that it shows up all the way at the front as well. So we're going to go add a go to front. We're going to add a go forward, and this time we're going to change it to 200 because we actually want it to be above the actual play screen that we have here. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and then add exactly what we have. So, for example, we're going to go into the yellow events tab, and we're going to add when I receive info, we're going to go ahead and show. We're also going to add within the yellow events tab, just in case someone clicks here by accident. When I receive start games, again, because I have the character select screen, if you don't have it, you'll just use play game. I'm going to go into looks and add a hide. Next, I want to go ahead and go into the yellow events tab, here we go. When this sprite is clicked, again, this is a fake button, but if they click anywhere, Then I want to go ahead and go into looks. I want to hide it. And then I'm going to go to the yellow events tab and broadcast new message, show info button, and click OK. Lastly, I'm going to go back to the info button and add that in. So when I receive show info button, I'm going to go into looks and I'm going to show. That's the last thing that we need. We're going to go ahead and now test everything out to make sure that it's working. So when we click on our green flag, I can see that my button is not showing up. Oh, here we go. So I'm just going to click on stop, green flag. Okay, so I see that when I click on it, I might have to click on it twice just so the info button can appear. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is, if we click on it, we see the how to play, click on back, the info button is back. Okay, so everything is working exactly how we want to. The next step is going to be doing the same step for the story.